Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today, another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to commence. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's allow the unboxing to commence. What items are engulfed in this wrapping? Let's find out. What items are relegated to the bowels of the box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so just bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to flaunt the items for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. We have a Gundam engulfed in bubble wrap. He is none other than the captain. I love his aesthetics. They're quite aesthetically appealing, to say the least. He comes with a rifle, and he comes with a shield, so he can tank his adversaries and range them down, to say the least. He also has a jetpack embedded on his back, so he could ascend to unprecedented heights. And he could also boost his speed by utilizing the wheels that are attached to his feet. I love his metallic golden shield. It's shiny, it's aesthetically appealing, and I could even see my reflection off it. Albeit hardly. I love his deco. I love taking a gander at it. His eye candy. Look how novel it is. Look how nifty it is. Look how aesthetically arousing it is. I love his sculpt. He emulates Captain's appearance from the Gundam SD series. He emulates his appearance in every facet, with the exception of his aesthetics. In the SD Gundam series, he doesn't have golden paint applications. But this figurine is a variant of the original Captain figure. So let's move on. Not a bad figurine per se. We have more figurines that are confined to the box, other than the Captain. So again, we have another character that's overhauled with golden paint applications and with this chrome design. The silver contrasts eminently well with the gold. It looks quite unique and uncanny, to say the least. He has articulation in all the requisite areas. He's devoid of double-jointed elbows and double-jointed knees, but that's okay. He lacks a diaphragm joint, but at least he can ascend and descend his arms and legs, and he can rotate his head. And of course he can rotate his forearms and his hands, so the articulation is a bit rudimentary, but it's good enough. It's sufficient. He has latitude for dynamic posability. Next we have another character who's been overhauled with golden paint applications. This guy looks a little bit more unique than the other two. Unfortunately, his peripherals are falling off. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Maybe they're his wings, who knows. I'm not going to try to reattach them. Now his gray hands are a bit dull. I detest when my figures look drab and dull and aesthetically unappealing. Again, he has this nice metallic sheen on his shoulders, just like the other aforementioned figure, whose name I don't know the name of. And the gold contrasts well with the silver. So, his articulation is more finite than the other figure. He's devoid of knee joints, but he does have elbow joints, and he's able to even move his arms inwards and outwards. The other figure, interestingly enough, couldn't move his arms inwards and outwards. They could only be ascended upwards and downwards. So they're all limited in terms of their articulation. But they're really, for the most part, display pieces. And they could pose and battle on one another. It's good enough, it's sufficient. I don't need them to be as articulated or as flexible or as nimble as Spider-Man, but I do prefer at least some level of articulation, so what they have to offer is fine. I love their emerald green eyes. They look ineffably epic, to say the least. They look divine. So I love the SD Gundam action figures. I love the SD Gundam action figure line. There was also some mini SD Gundam figures released. I think I still have some. I'm unsure. I may have been forced to relinquish them a decade ago, but it is what it is. So out of the three figurines, the Captain Gundam figurine with the golden paint applications is my favorite. He just could have been a bit shinier, but I guess this will suffice. You can't go wrong anytime you overhaul an action figure with golden paint. So I'm not disappointed. I'm elated. I'm satiated. I'm jovial. I'm buoyant. I'm gleeful, and I'm happy with this purchase and decision. I recollect paying roughly $13 total for these figures. I may have paid upwards of $15, but for roughly $5 each, you can't go wrong. So I'm definitely content. I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. If you love Gundam figures, then I recommend buying figures derived from the SD Gundam action figure line. Why? They're aesthetically appealing, they're nifty, they're novel, they're unique, they're uncanny, they're off-kilter, and you won't break the bank buying them. So the main incentive to entice you to buy them is that they're affordable relative to other Gundam figures. And they had a line of 4-inch Gundam figures that were supposed to represent Gundams that were over 20 feet tall, but I don't like it when my 20 feet plus characters are degraded to 4-inch action figures. Now in the Gundam SD series, these Gundam characters are supposed to be anywhere from 4 to 5 feet tall, so it's okay that the figures are 4 inches tall. But if you're telling me that Gundams the size of Godzilla are going to be converted into 4-inch action figures, then I'll likely pass on buying them every time. So that's everything. Here are the two little accessories. I think these are wings, I'm unsure. But I have no qualms about this purchase and decision. It's too bad I don't know more of them, but I'm a destitute and indigent peasant, so maybe I could get more in a decade from now. So we'll see what transpires. The future is an enigma, and I'm looking forward to what awaits me beyond this point. So I hope you found this video to be enthralling and fascinating, as well as insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.